Okay, so there's even a red light on the display to let you know it's recording as well. Because the LED is kind of hard to see.
Nice.
So you want to clip that on your shirt. This one's recording as well. It's on my shirt. Go. Make sure my pants
Man,
are
I
zipped
feel so
up.
professional.
Yeah.
This is the real deal.
Yeah, I'm big excited to see what you would do with the YouTube channel.
Yeah, no,
Got
it's
any ideas?
Well, funny enough, I recently decided to become a missionary.
Oh, really?
So
Okay.
kind of relevant to the conversation, but I think it'd probably, whatever I make.
I agree that whatever it is, it should be something you feel something about, because otherwise it's just going to feel like a job, you know?
Exactly, yeah. I think part of creating should be...
Your heart has to be in it.
Yeah, it has to be in line with what you want to do and what you love.
Yeah.
And so I think my love right now is the city. I really love San Francisco.
So do I.
Let's go.
Give it up.
Yeah. Let's go in the middle.
They will stop.
They will?
Yeah, they have to. It's California law. You didn't know that?
Nope.
That doesn't mean they will stop, but
Nope.
it means they should.
All right.
Okay, we're gonna fire up some cameras here. What do you think? Put this up here.
You need like a command center.
Right,
App
well,
or
there is
something.
the app. They have an app and a smartwatch, and other smartwatches can also do it. So there is other ways to control it besides the camera itself.
Let's see.
Okay, got your your control center there.
Right here.
Turn it on.
Turn it on.
Long press of the power button. There you go.
Dang, this is cool.
Press the red shutter button.
Red shutter.
Yeah. Okay.
Man, this is awesome.
Now stick that in your pocket. And I think, here, let me do this. Audio sync. Help it sync up the video easier.
Clever. So cool.
Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't, but if you have something like that in there, it helps a lot. Okay, Justin,
All
here we
right.
go. Golden Gate
Also,
Park.
you know where we're going, right?
Yeah, well, I have an idea where I'd like to go, unless you have a better idea.
I have no idea where to go, so
Well,
we'll just follow the path.
Well, I know where I would like to go.
Okay.
That would be a nice path for us to walk.
Sure.
Before we get started, maybe you could check my camera angles, see if they seem like they're all
What do you want to shoot?
you.
Me?
Yeah, mostly
Okay,
you.
so am I going to be in the back talking?
You know,
Back there?
no, like if you happen to be behind me,
Oh, I see.
or if you happen to be beside me.
Yeah, they're all
turn that
angled.
turn that one sideways. Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Same for this one.
Okay, cool.
Oh, and turn them clockwise, not counterclockwise, because that loosens
Oh, yeah.
them.
It loosen it up.
Yeah. There you go.
Okay.
The back one should be fine.
Back
I
one.
think. Yeah.
Yep, this one's fine.
Okay. All right, let's go. What a beautiful day for a walk, huh?
I know, gorgeous. It's not usually like this in Richmond.
Yeah, or in August, well, September now.
Yeah.
I guess in
love it.
September it does start to get nicer.
I've only been in
July and
Richmond for
August.
11 months, but this month has probably been some of the best.
Yeah, well, there was a brief heat wave in July that was pretty nice. But yeah,
Oh, yeah.
it's been pretty nasty off and on for the summertime.
Is it okay if I take pictures too?
Of course,
Yeah,
it's
this is
okay to do
gorgeous.
anything you want. You're a free person.
Nice.
The key thing, the most important thing is that we're having a good time, because
Okay.
if we are, then that'll come through in the video.
Nice. Yeah.
Because, you know, I think a lot of studies have shown that mostly what people are looking for is just someone to hang out and spend some time with when they watch these videos. I don't mean street epistemology videos. I mean
Oh no.
I mean YouTube videos.
Yeah, careful.
That is a low-hanging branch. In fact, why don't you drop my
gotta
camera
clip that
down
one.
just a tiny little bit?
It dropped.
Just drop it down a little bit.
Drop it down.
Does it look like it's okay?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay, good. All right. I ran right into that branch.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, you're taller than you think you are now.
Yeah. I was like, I don't need lens caps. We'll be in wide open spaces.
Not quite. Yeah.
Anyway, it's already scratched, so I'm going to send it in for servicing soon.
Do they do it for
one more
free?
Scratch. What?
Do they do it for free?
No. Well, they do if you buy the care, and the care is pretty cheap. But no, they don't do it unless you buy the care. It's actually very reasonable. It's like $30
Oh.
for the care, but it's like,
Do they replace the thing or just?
yeah, they actually send you a
Buff it.
complete replacement.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
It's a great deal.
Their customer service is glacially slow, according to most people, including me, but they do, they do come through in the end usually.
Man,
Whew.
this place is interesting.
So yeah, this is
Never been here before.
you see they got knights. See the knights on the corners and the rooks?
Oh, chess.
It's chess theme.
This is cool.
It's an octagon or a hexagon.
2.2. Nice.
Good place to play chess.
Yeah.
So, Justin,
All right.
thank you so much for agreeing to do this walk and talk with me because it's my first walk and talk
Yay. It's an honor.
interview.
It is an honor.
Yeah, so all my plans and schemes of building this walking camera rig have come to fruition. I tested it out with some sightseeing with David,
Yeah.
but it wasn't an interview. So this will be combining the two. See, I wasn't even really supposed to have all the sightseeing videos, but I was testing out my rig and everything. But now this is going to be fusing the two things into one, the interviews with the sightseeing and walking.
All you know has led
That
to this
was-
moment.
That was sort of the idea, is that we do sightseeing and walking while we're talking about
Yeah.
stuff, because it's more interesting than watching people sit in chairs and talk.
Oh yeah, no, this is awesome. Gotta do more of this.
And I learned this wisdom from a couple of places. A little show called The West Wing. Have you heard of it?
Never
Never heard of The West Wing?
heard of the West Wing.
Well,
What is it about?
it's about the White House, the West Wing of the White House.
Oh.
That's what they call the wing that has like the Oval Office and stuff, I think. Don't quote me on that. I'm not up on my White House architecture entirely, but I think that's why they call it that, the show. Anyway, Sorkin, his name's Sorkin, Andrew Sorkin? Starts with an A, I think. Anyway, he explained in some interviews why his characters would walk down these long corridors doing their dialogue. He said it's just more interesting to have people moving and talking than to have them standing still and talking.
Oh, so this is a real life depiction of what goes on in the West Wing?
Yes, and it was
Oh, that's awesome.
it was critically acclaimed. It was like people freaking love this show because it was like realistic
Yeah, there's no.
sort of drama in the Oval Office. Yeah, you should check it out maybe on YouTube. Just a glimpse of it. Oh no, they shut the tunnel. I was hoping to go through it. It looks like they shut it.
Ah, that's too bad.
Ah well.
There's some fun loop-de-loops in that area over there.
Yeah, that's where I was headed.
Nice. Yeah, Yoko and I go there almost every day.
Aaron Sorkin. I knew it started with an A. I was close. And also from another little show called The Big Bang Theory. You ever seen it?
I actually have not either.
Yeah, but you've heard of it?
I only know about Sheldon.
Yeah, okay. Well, in
And they
the
have
show,
young Sheldon now.
they live in an apartment building, And throughout the entire series, the elevator is broken. In one episode, they actually explain...
Which way should we go?
Let's go this way.
Okay, I'll follow you.
In one episode, they actually explain the putative reason why it was broken. It was kind of a cool backstory. But in interviews, they explain the real reason that it was broken and stayed broken. See, there is music.
It's gorgeous.
Is that that way the characters can walk up and down the stairs. And walking in, they sit in their apartments talking all the time. That's the set. But it gives them like another set. But they have to be moving through it because it's stairs,
Yeah.
But yeah, instead of just having them sit in their apartments and say the dialogue, they have them walking down the stairs, walking and talking. So a few people have pointed this out to me, that when characters are saying things, it's more interesting to watch if they're moving.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here, actually, let's go this way. Because I want to go by the new, newly renovated lake over here.
They have a lake?
Yeah, it's a little lake. I'll show you on the map. It's called...
Spark is so mysterious.
It is called the Lily Pond. Okay. Yeah, okay, so we're gonna take a right here and then another right. Okay. Not here, that used to be a tunnel as well.
To them.
Yeah, let's let them go first. Hi, guys. All right, let's squeeze through here.
I dressed incorrectly for this weather and walk.
So I mean, I had to ditch my hoodie earlier today.
Yeah.
It's gonna be one of those days.
It's one of those days. Up there?
Yeah, let's go this way. One piece of advice I can give you about these hat cams when you're using it in the future is your natural tendency is to move your head around a lot when you're looking at things.
Yeah.
Like you look at thing over here, over here. It's not gonna be good video. You need to fix your gaze for extended periods of time. Like what feels like a long time, but it's really only 5 or 10 seconds, But you can't like dart your vision around the way
That's a great point.
you normally do. You basically wanna use your eyes rather than your head.
Maybe your chest is a better...
Yes, a lot of people have said that it actually comes with a pendant.
Okay.
A magnetic pendant, so you can wear it on your chest because your head does move around.
Yeah.
So it's like a double-edged sword. Oh, we're on the backside of the lily pond. It's okay.
We'll find our way.
Yeah.
Looks like there's a path.
This is the backside of the lily pond.
Have you been here before?
Yeah, plenty of times.
Nice.
But not since it's been renovated.
Go this way or this way?
No, let's keep going.
Okay.
Ooh. So definitely warm for San Francisco.
Yep.
Oh, it's a bit tight here.
Oh, action shot.
Oh, baby. We're squeezing through. Maybe we should have taken that path.
Should we go back?
Yeah, let's go back.
All right, let's go back.
We could probably squeeze through, but if I didn't have my backpack,
Yeah.
But it's not worth trying. And so, yeah, I just see most of the people doing this thing, they're either standing and then talking to people, like at trails and stuff, trailheads or whatever, or they're sitting in chairs or benches or whatever. So I thought, what could I do that's different? Because I don't want to just copy what other people do.
Yeah. No,
I
this
come
is
up with my
definitely
own thing. And someone recently started, his name's Nick. He's a friend of David's up in Washington. He's recently started doing claims on trains. which is kind of the same idea of moving interviews, but he's sitting on a commuter train.
Oh, like a Caltrain or BART?
Yeah, exactly.
That's funny.
Because people are trapped.
And
they have nothing better to do.
That's a really good point, actually. And you're probably catching them either really early or late, where I guess if it's later, people tend to be more emotional after.
Ever see these trees before? These are dinosaur trees.
What does that mean?
They're millions of years old. I don't mean these living trees are millions of years old. I mean their species is millions of years old.
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, they've been around for a while?
Yes, dinosaurs would munch on these bad boys.
What happened? So they survived the Ice Age?
Yeah, this is Brontosaurus salad right here.
No way.
Yeah. We can, in fact, I bet we can even Google it.
I wonder how they validated that.
Fossils. The ferns got fossilized.
Oh, I see. Yeah, they look nice. I was gonna say they were palm trees of some sort.
Yeah, they're ferns. Not. I think they're like a silver fern or something like that. Whew. Definitely warm one today. See, look, tree fern deli, lily pond.
Tree fern deli, lily. Okay.
We're going to the lily pond.
Oh, I have been here before.
Oh, you have?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just didn't go the way that we were going earlier.
Yeah. You probably should have just gone this way from the beginning.
That's all right. Hey, we always want an adventure.
Live and learn. It's an adventure, right?
Yeah. That's the thing about this park. It's vast. So many paths.
We could go down into the Redwood Grove down there, the AIDS Memorial Grove. Yeah. We could go. It's nice down there. But first, the lily ponds.
Lily ponds.
Yeah, supposedly they renovated it. It looks like it's still full of algae though. Spider.
That's awesome.
See the spider?
Suspended. I wonder if the Insta can pick up on it.
Yeah, maybe.
Get close enough.
So you were telling me
awesome.
that you were thinking about being a missionary. Well, one of my questions was going to be, how has this changed your life? And it sounds like it could potentially, change your life in bigger ways than, like the things that you actually do in your life.
Yeah.
You feel that strongly about it?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I feel like life was changed from the moment I made that decision in the first place. And then over time, I feel like my convictions just got stronger to a point now where I just feel that vocationally, this is something I need to do. Because 5 years ago when I graduated college, I worked as a software engineer for a couple of years. I was working at a big tech early web company called GoDaddy. And then after that, I went to crypto, software engineer there, and then started a company, VC-backed company. And now, as of recently, missionary. I at least decided for this year. Where should we go? Straight?
Yes.
Okay.
Let's go down into the.
Okay.
It's gonna be cooler down there a bit.
Left or right?
This way. Left.
Okay.
Go to the corner.
Yeah. So as of recently, I just decided to commit myself to this thing for a year.
Well, it makes logical sense to me that if something that significant, did come to your attention, that it would change the way that you act,
Yeah.
in your life and the things that you do, at least somewhat, like otherwise, you tell me this is closed too? Holy cow. They're just closing everything, aren't they? All the tunnels, all the paths. Oh, here, watch the branches. Ooh, let's go this way.
They don't want us to explore.
You are in a memorial. Please respect this place.
Mm.
Do not litter. No graffiti or vandalism. Do not throw rocks. Okay. Have you been down here?
Never, actually.
Really?
First time.
It's nice down here.
Yeah. This is awesome.
So, how did this enter into your life?
It entered...
Because you told me you weren't born into it like most, you know. So.
I would say the conversations about it were around me. I would say I grew up in a nominally Christian household.
Like me. A bit like me, anyway.
The CEO Christians.
Yeah, you sprang that one on me on the way over here. Just explain what the CEO means again.
Christian, Easter only.
No, Christmas.
Oh yeah, sorry, Christmas, Easter only.
Christmas, Easter only Christians. I like that. Wow, it looks like they're just renovating down here, so that's why they kind of sealed it off. But you can see how it's all shady down here.
Yeah.
When it's hot in the sun, you can come down here and sit in the grove of trees.
Cool.
Oh, look, they're not even going to let us go through.
Should probably...
This is all we get.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow, this place is awesome.
Yeah. It's a
Olivia
memorial.
would love this.
AIDS memorial.
Dang. Wow. So poetic. Who are these names of?
People who died from AIDS.
Oh,
It's an AIDS memorial.
I see.
Oh, let's let him go first.
Wow.
Healing, hope, remembrance. A gift symbolizing hope and remembrance. Circle of friends, lives touched by AIDS, donors to the grove. I can't believe they're thwarting us at every turn here, Justin.
I know. I think our solution is just to go down that main road. It's not working out.
Like, they should have just, I mean, I guess they don't want to cut off what they don't need to cut off in case people do want to go to the memorial, but
Yeah.
they should have put a sign up saying you can't get through.
Yeah, it's too bad.
Oh,
Okay,
well.
it'll be worth it. Have
At
to
least-
come back another day.
At least I got to show it to you.
Yeah, this is awesome.
Yeah.
Take my girlfriend here.
And normally you go down through the dell and out. Just so you know, there's no way through.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, thank you for letting us know.
Yeah, you can visit the memorial, but that's about it.
Oh, thank you.
It's sealed off. So you were having some people around you having conversations, you say,
Yeah, and we would go.
and you were hanging out.
Yeah, and I'd even go to youth group and
Oh, so they were Christians having conversations,
they were Christian. Yeah.
and Christian groups. Of
I think
people.
my environment was very much Christian.
Okay.
Yeah, especially my grandma.
I don't mean
she's
they
a
were
prayer warrior.
incidentally Christian. I mean they were like gathered as Christians to have this conversation.
Yeah, I
talking
think maybe I was exposed to the faith as a child.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and growing up.
Okay.
Yeah.
But what changed that you now have a firmer belief in it?
Yeah, I think even growing up, like because I was exposed so early on, I knew of all the stories, and I knew just like the overarching message, but I didn't really know what it meant. And even when I went off to college, I think my faith was truly tested in that I wasn't even pursuing my faith at all. Like it wasn't even top of mind. And so that was a clear indicator to me that, hey, maybe it wasn't really my own. It wasn't something I wrestled with enough when I was younger.
Uh-huh.
And so, yeah, I just went throughout college, with my faith and God on the back burner. But what's crazy was even through that experience, there were still people who were praying for me, checking in on me, and yeah, just wanting to just be my friend still. And a series of life events happened to a point where in college, I was brought to my lowest point and didn't know who to turn to. So I prayed for the first time in years, and honestly didn't really see anything or experience anything. There wasn't some divine like intercession or divine revelation, but it was just something that I resorted to in the moment. But that was the moment that at least kickstarted my journey in exploring what is Christianity, is there a God, if there is a God, what is the right one to follow.
So you reached some sort of a crisis moment, is that it?
Yeah, I reached a crisis moment, and I wouldn't say in that crisis moment I found God, but at least
It started the
started the search.
Right.
Yeah. Started the
Like-
search.
Like if there are answers, you'd like to know what the heck they are.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
Because you could sure use them at a time like that.
Yeah.
Right.
Maybe a crutch. Yeah, in the moment, I was seeking help. I was seeking something. And I was like, why am I even seeking this?
Well,
Why was that why was that the thing I resorted to? So yeah, at least had to explore and ask. This way.
yeah, let's go this way, I guess.
Yeah, and then I graduated college. And I went on this backpacking trip.
Oh yeah, where to?
I went to Asia.
Oh, cool.
Dude, it was sick.
This is the other end of the AIDS memorial. Actually, the nicer end, if you ask me. So even though it's sealed off here too, at least we can
There are no names. Oh, here.
check this out. Pause.
Wow.
And so that was the beginning of your journey.
Mm-hmm.
Where did it go from there? Did you talk to people? Did you do reading? What did you do?
Yeah, I was alone on that journey. I was alone when I was traveling.
Oh, because you're
And-
backpacking.
Yeah, I was backpacking. Yeah, I went to different countries, so I had a long period of time alone, and being alone with your thoughts was, I think, in the moment a really good thing. Even though it was kind of hard to even manage. I like to distract myself and just have fun, but I don't know. I was just really pressed and forced to think about whatever, all kinds of stuff, and spirituality, faith was one of those things.
Still recording.
So
Let's go this way.
this way. Yeah, and I distinctly remember in Korea, my mom had connected me with my other cousin who had been a teacher there, or who I think she's still currently a teacher there, just so I could just have someone to talk to and hang out with, at least someone that I could trust, and that was family. And she was happening to go, she just so happened to be going to a Christian church out in Korea. I was English speaking. She asked me if I wanted to check it out, knowing that I was exploring and curious.
Okay.
So I checked it out, started talking to the pastor of this English speaking church who used to be a pastor out here in California. And we just got coffee. And from that conversation, I just laid down all of my questioning, because I was just so curious. And to be honest, I don't really remember everything that we had talked about. I feel like there was just so much, but I at least remember at least the crux of the conversation, some of the critical moments. But yeah, we were there for 5 hours, and I just remember leaving that conversation, going to the bathroom, and I'm like, oh man, my life might change from this moment, because at that moment I was somewhat convinced that there was something out there beyond myself, that was at least worth exploring even more. So that was I think the pivotal moment for me in Korea, where I was like, okay,
Would you say that it's more the words that he said or the way that he made you feel, or what was it about it?
It was probably both. Yeah, it was probably both.
Yeah.
Well,
I guess the words would have to make you feel some way or another, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, his character, his demeanor was not preachy. He didn't come from a place of anger or, I don't know, like acting like he knew it all.
Yeah.
He didn't, like, there was no judgment. I told him my story about like leaving the faith, like not prioritize, like there was no judgment, nothing, none of that whatsoever. And so I think maybe he had a character of concern and love and compassion. But at the same time, he was brutally honest about like not knowing all the answers to the questions that I had. But at least left me on a cliffhanger.
Okay.
Which prompted me to want to explore more.
So what would you say is your current confidence level in this belief? With 0 being nothing but questions and 100 being no questions left.
I would say probably 99%.
So you do leave room open for new information.
I think anything is possible. Anything is possible.
That's good.
Maybe somewhere between 90 to 99.
That's good. I don't understand people who say 100 because that means that there's no way you could possibly be wrong.
Yeah.
But yeah, 99 still, that's a pretty strong number.
In the 90s, I'll say in the 90s.
That's a pretty strong number.
I know.
And it was mostly this single conversation that got you there?
No, I think after that.
Where were you before the conversation, I guess?
Before that conversation?
Yeah.
I was probably at a 40.
Okay.
After the conversation, I was probably around a 60.
Okay, gotcha.
And
so it put you over the hump, basically.
Yep.
Gotcha.
5 years got me to.
Got you.
Maybe 99 is extreme, but you kind of get the point, right? Like it's
okay. So.
Yeah.
What would you say is the primary reason that you believe it? Like if you could chart out a pie chart of all the reasons. Oh, there goes. I think my hat cam.
Yeah.
Let's see. No, hat cam's still going. Oh, I think it was a warning, a low battery warning.
We still got some time?
Yeah, we still got some time. Plus, we can swap the ones that are on my backpack.
Okay.
They don't last as long when they're not in the action pod, but when they are in the action pod is charging them up, which means that all the ones that are in the action pods are fully charged. The cameras, not the action pods. And so I just swap it out, when it dies. And they last about 40 minutes.
Oh, I see.
Outside of the action pod. The action pod
This
lasts
is the
a
action
couple
pod,
hours.
right?
Yeah.
Okay, nice.
Yeah. Anyway.
We're going to my favorite part of this whole Golden Gate Park. But yeah, so pie chart.
Yeah, like how do you know, like it sounds like, since it wasn't just this one conversation, that there's other things that have increased your confidence.
Sure, yeah.
Which one was the most responsible for increasing your confidence, and why did it do that? How did it do that?
Yeah.
I guess that's what I'm asking.
Yeah, I'd say the biggest.
That into words?
Yeah, I think just simply put, the biggest component of why I believe what I believe is knowing his love and his faithfulness. Because I struggle a lot as a...
His, you mean the God?
God, yeah, the God that I believe, yeah. Knowing the God I believe's faithfulness and his love for me. And as someone who is always skeptical and questioning and just trying to understand this world a little bit more, I always struggle with knowing if he's even speaking to me at all. Like, how does God even speak to us? Like, what is this? Like, why doesn't he just show up, right? If he wants us to believe in him more, like that didn't sit right with me. But I think, huh?
Let's go for it.
This is my favorite part, actually.
Yeah, me too. That's why we're doing it.
Absolute favorite part.
I love it.
Yeah. So I actually have a collection of notes in my phone that talk about like micro and macro experiences in my life, and I try to map out if certain things could have happened by random chance, or if it could have happened by divine intervention.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Hey.
Guitar Man.
What you doing, NASA?
We're doing a YouTube channel. You don't have to be in it if you don't want to.
It's fine.
We can cut you out.
I live here, so yeah.
That's awesome.
Where are you from?
We love this little hill. I've lived here since '97. What about you?
It's 3 years ago.
3 years?
Nice Insta.
Yeah.
Oh. You got one of these too?
My wife has several rigs that she uses for her Thai Terran show. It's on YouTube. She's got like 50 episodes now.
Whoa.
It's all in Thai, and it's all like documenting our trips around town and Mexico and
Wow.
Canada and wherever. So check it out, Thai Terran on YouTube.
How do you spell Terran?
Taryn.
Terran.
It's Thai, like Thailand.
Thailand, right?
She's Thai. So we just got an Insta like
Oh, you did?
in June, and we took it to Tahoe.
Okay.
And we're out there kayaking, and it was like I totally totaled my kayak unexpectedly, just turning around and go, "Hi, honey," and went right over into the cold water, and we got all that on her Insta.
Which one did you get? The
360.
yeah.
Yeah. So,
Was it X3 or?
well,
you can't remember?
it's the one that you have to be really careful with the base because it's not waterproof, but the
Gotcha.
camera part is.
Gotcha.
So, but recently she just got the Osmo, or no, the
DJI Osmo Pocket 3.
Yeah, the Pocket 3, and it's like brilliant.
The video quality of that unit is incredible. I don't
Yeah.
know how I feel about gimbals or the form factor, but I can't argue with the results. They look really good.
Yeah, because I used to work at GoPro, and
Oh, you did?
it was
Say.
like GoPro can't even come up to what DJI is doing. So
Yeah, DJI has been really eating GoPro's lunch, and Insta360's coming up behind with some innovation as far as AI editing and other things. And this little camera. 4K, well this one's not 4K, but they just released a 4K version, the Go 3S, and it's fully waterproof, the camera is.
Yeah, the one she got is like it's the waterproof version. So
Yeah.
we're gonna be able to get the water with it.
I don't
So
know.
what's your show?
Oh, well, I do interviews with people about epistemology.
Epistemology.
Do you know what that is?
No, tell me what it
It's the
is.
study of knowledge and how we know the things that we know. Like, let's say you looked at a clock and it said that it was noon. And you think, oh, it's lunchtime. And you go to lunch and everyone's at lunch and you don't think anything of it. But later on that day, you find out that that clock was actually broken and that it was just coincidentally noon when you looked at it. Now, if you ask people, did that person know that it was noon? Most people would say, no, he didn't know that it was noon. He just got lucky, So is looking at a clock sufficient reason to know what the time is? Or do you have to look at, for instance, possibly more than one clock? Like, I mean, you could argue.
We subscribe to the theory of multiple timelines.
Oh, yeah?
So, yeah, that's kind of a quantum thing that's...
Oh, yeah, no, tell me about
It's
it.
amazing because, I mean, think of all the splinters of everything that you've ever done
Uh-huh.
and everything you've ever experienced, and then how suspiciously coincidental things get at some points.
We were just talking about
And
that a
then
little
it's
bit.
because,
A little bit, yeah.
And this is just, I might as well believe in this because if a creator was really creative, he would give us these pathways of going totally random, and all of a sudden, boom, there's a coincidence. And you're like, why did that happen? What was this coincidence about? And isn't that amazing? So I can't say that I go searching for these things, but they come up. And,
Difficult to ignore.
it's impossible to ignore.
Yeah.
It's not just the whole theory of deja vu. It's like, oh, I've already had this dream. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I've already been in this place, but I didn't know what this place was when I originally saw the place, which would have been maybe 5 years ago, or who knows how long ago, So that all kind of ties together with this theory of, I mean, you can speak to what do we think we know? If we think we know it's noon, right? Well, it's noon maybe here, but it's not noon in Thailand. It's because it's 14 hours out. But that's if we are subject to the empirical clock, which is still off by a few seconds every year. And all that stuff, I really love, talking about it and jamming on it.
Sounds like you should be the next interviewee.
Yeah, are you gonna be here tomorrow?
I can come by. I love your backpack rig. That is so cool. My wife and I are just like total gearheads, and it's her stuff is so particular and defined and dialed in because, okay, she's got a twin sister. Taryn is like 1 minute older than her sister Tanya. So they do all of these episodes about going to visit this and that. Like last weekend, they went down to a tree house in San Jose, a literal house. It's a little tiny house. It's built like on a oak tree. It's built on the, like into the oak tree. Not just a fun little clubhouse, but it's actually, fleshed out and filled out. So that's when she got to use the DJI for the first time. And I was looking at the footage thinking, this is freaking amazing. And then you use the onboard audio. It's got like 5 microphones.
Dang.
Oh, battery's too low. Okay.
And the audio's spatial. Coming out of this little tiny box. It's like,
Killing the game. Yeah, I didn't even know. I used to have a DJI drone, but I didn't even know they started moving into mics and special cameras and all that stuff.
Yeah, I had a DJI Spark for a while, and it was fun. It's kind of noisy. So I went searching for the quietest drone, and the company was, it's Parrot. They're from France. Parrot Anafi was the drone model. And it's super quiet. It's like 87 dB when it's 5 feet away from you, and then you go up higher and you can hear it. So anyway, a lot of the stuff that I do is exploring the drone, and then I put my own music to it. So that's kind of my idea.
Love it.
That's really cool.
It's fun, and it's it's kind of like the professional quote hobby of choice, but
Man.
yeah.
Starting up new cameras, syncing the video to the audio.
Man.
Clap to start.
Yeah, it helps to sync up the video if there's something to link it.
Let's go.
Well, we'll let you get on with your play. We didn't want to interrupt you.
Yeah, well, nice channel.
Wait, what's the
What's your
Thai
name again?
Taryn?
Kevin.
Kevin and Ty Taryn.
How do you spell Taryn again?
Taryn.
Taryn.
All right, we'll check it out.
Oh, I found it.
She does, it's all
Nice.
her own stuff. She does it all in Premiere Pro, and she's like become a whiz at it.
Man, this is cool.
I'm learning DaVinci Resolve. It's a video editor.
It's high end.
The Answer 360 app's pretty capable though if you're just getting started.
So was this coincidence or was this a random chance?
Right? We were literally just talking
Yeah, no,
about
this is so random. Super cool though.
And right at the top of the hill too.
What time you gonna be here?
Well, tomorrow, tomorrow's, I'm actually
Friday.
working tomorrow. On Saturday, I might come by. Yeah. I'll look
Intrepid
for you.
Chimp. That's his
Yeah,
YouTube
my
channel.
channel's called Intrepid Chimp.
Yeah.
Now?
Yeah.
Did you record any of this?
Yeah, all of it. And I'm going to upload it if that's okay with you.
Yeah, go ahead. Use
Okay.
it. It's fine. My name's Kevin.
Awesome, Kevin.
Kevin Barnard, San Francisco resident since '87.
Nice.
Like Barnard Star.
BarnardGraphics.com is my website.
Oh, cool.
Barnard.
Any graphics,
What kind of graphics?
just about any kind of media asset you would need.
Lovely.
Images, booklets, books, publications, video, music, soundtrack.
Kevin Barnard.
Not a lot of motion graphics though. I'm not a specialist on motion graphic stuff. I'm more traditional.
Yeah, that's more of a niche, I think, or a specialized skill, I want to say.
Yeah, I'm kind of like one stop.
The new thing is like the 360 motion graphics where it like wraps around the picture.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Some of it's just a little bit overwhelming. I just like it straight and simple.
Yeah.
Like, if you send me an email, just say, hey, we met in the park up on the hill. We were playing. What's your name?
Cosmo, and I'm Intrepid Chimp on YouTube. And if you want to email me, it's intrepidchimp@gmail.
I'll do that. Cosmo.
Yeah.
Cosmo Intrepid Chimp.
Right on.
What's your channel?
Intrepid
It's
Chimp.
Intrepid
Yeah.
Chimp.
This is my first solo interview.
Today?
Yeah, right now.
It's on YouTube.
You're in it.
That's very cool.
Mm.
And it's also my first walking interview with my rig that I rigged up.
Yeah, how heavy is that? Looks
30 pounds.
Oh,
But it's got everything in it that I could possibly need.
that's not so bad.
Not really that bad. He
I
tried
mean,
it on.
you're gonna have to like do the core thing.
It
good
distributes
exercise.
weight well,
It
actually.
distributes weight
across
really
the back.
well, yeah. It was designed for a piece of heavy equipment that surveyors use called a total station. So they would have to cart this big heavy thing around.
I want to get something that hangs out in the front, like get another gimbal for the front end.
Ooh.
Got cameras in the back.
Yeah.
Not bad. Very nice.
All right, we're
Can
gonna
I
keep
take a
walking.
picture?
Oh yeah, sure, go ahead. Show it to your wife.
Yeah, should be impressed. Turn around, both sides. Planetary survey, I love it.
And you should check out my tea garden video, or she should check out my tea garden video. This is the way. That
This is the way.
that shows how, because I did do walking around with the rig, but not interviews yet. This is the first interview,
Okay,
but I
say
did
that again.
sightseeing.
Say that again. Today you're doing interviews.
Yes, today is my first solo interview with Justin here.
Hey Justin.
Hey.
All right.
And he's
What are you
even
guys
agreed
doing?
to wear a hat cam for me.
Yep.
Ooh, and that's live. right?
POV.
Uh-huh.
You guys are doing this right now.
Yep.
Yeah, you're in
We're
it too.
doing it.
So, what's the theme today for the first interview session? It's just randomized.
All of the interviews are about epistemology. It's what is the most important belief that you hold and why? How did you come to it? Walk me down the path that led you there, and let's see if I can get there too. That's it. It's as simple as that. It's not trying to change anybody's mind. It's trying to see if the way that they arrived at it is a reliable enough way for me to get there too.
Mm.
And that's it.
I'll send you that clip. You can use that.
Awesome.
Your intro
You
page
can do
on
like a
YouTube.
collab.
Thank you so much.
Oh, no way. Play music in the
Yeah.
background.
Yeah,
I got 2 collaborators
Pretty
now.
awesome.
I got tons of music.
Right on.
Like some space music.
Oh, I would.
Oh,
Now we're
there you
talking.
go. That's on brand.
Yeah.
It's a little bit hard to carry out here in the park, but I have a Godin nylon guitar that has a 13-pin synth out, so I can play guitar through a synthesizer. So it will play guitar noise, but then I can dial in
Different instruments.
saxophone or keyboard or a symphony or voices or a combination of all these things, and it's just like completely mind-bending.
The guitar
That's
synth,
incredible.
I love it.
Yeah, and I just sit there and noodle on that and record into Luna on my little M1 Mac. It's-
Do you play anything, Justin?
No instruments. I wish. Yeah.
I play piano and I used to play guitar. Yeah.
All right.
All
Be in
right.
touch.
I'm gonna look for your email.
Nice to meet
Thank you
you.
so
See you
much.
around.
Nice talking to you.
Wow, what a cool interaction.
Yeah. Well, that was actually part of the idea of the walk-in talks. Is not only is the
You
scenery
would
more
not do
interesting,
this
but
if you just sat down somewhere.
exactly like the people that you just randomly run into walking around. That you know, like
Yeah.
if you're just sitting there, they're not going to interrupt your interview to say something.
Yeah.
But if you're walking and you just stop and talk to them, then yeah, they'll talk back
Yeah.
to you.
And the thing about the rig too is like it doesn't look like you're intentionally trying to film one specific thing.
Exactly.
Yeah,
It's
so
recording
like you're
everything.
more approachable that way.
Yeah. And also, it's an icebreaker. It's like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
What are you doing? I want to talk to him and find out what he's doing.
It's true. Yeah, that was cool. I've never seen much of those kinds of interactions in SF yet.
Let's circle around this way. Should probably check the battery on the X4. Because I have a spare battery I can swap in. And I might
Amazing.
cut out some of the dead stuff in between interactions and things. Just cut it down to the, but it wouldn't be to warp anything, but just to cut out the boring stuff. You know? I Because if you're sitting and talking, it's talking the whole time. But if you're walking and talking, it's intermittent. You know.
Yeah. What an
Let me check
amazing
my
day.
X4 real quick. Oh. And I totally did hit that branch, but I don't think it scratched the lens. I think it just left some debris on it.
Yeah, looks fine.
Oh, looks like it's dead. Let's do a quick battery swap. I think. Let's see how fast I can do this. Other one.
Is it annoying to have to keep checking in on the battery? Swapping it out?
Well, I know about how long it lasts, so I don't really have to check on it. I know when it needs to be changed.
I see.
Pretty much. That's gonna be it right there. Oops. Yeah, because without the 360 camera, I don't know if I'll be able to have you in shot as easily. We're gonna just pop this out. Oop. Get in the fresh air.
Nice. Oh, that's quick.
It's upside down. Wink. On. I charged it up last night. Oh, there it goes. There it goes. There she goes. I'll try something a little different. Ooh. Something else I haven't tried. It's my switch pod.
Oh, nice.
Since we're going to start a new recording session,
Yeah.
let's try
Part
something a
two.
little different. Have you seen the switch pod?
Never.
It's
How does it work?
works like this.
Is it gimbal?
Two-handed, more points of stability, makes this for steadier video. No, it's not a gimbal, but it is a tripod.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah. And
Nice.
it's got a ball head, so you can. Oh, and it's got the under the screen.
Thumbnail photo. What should you do?
Yeah, like
Pose.
back to back.
Back to back.
All right.
Nice.
Get
That's
going.
awesome.
Actually, that wasn't even recording. That's okay. Okay, record. Recording. Record. Recording. When you hold this a second.
Yep. Oh, I like the weight to this.
I know, that's nice, huh?
Yeah.
Oh shit, there goes my camera. You wanna
I think the weight makes it more stable.
Try to pop that on for me.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Angle it.
Right, there you go.
And we are rolling.
We're live.
If you push the power button again, it'll make the screen go off. Saves the battery if your screen is on.
This
You
one?
can set it to stay on.
Or
no,
this
no,
one?
not the recording. And make sure it's recording. Is it recording?
I think so.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
Okay, so turn the power off.
We'll make sure the screen's off. Yeah, the screen will drain the battery.
Okay.
There you
Tell his
go. Okay.
happy bachelor party.
Now, here's what we do. Turn it around. This. Put the screen up. And
Nice.
there.
Hello.
Now they can see both of our faces.
Now we gotta do the thumbnail photo.
Now we got to get into the nitty gritty of it.
Nitty gritty, up close.
So, you were saying the primary contributor to your
Yeah.
confidence. If you could pie chart it out,
Yeah.
can you think of what that might be?
Yeah, I'd say the collection of experiences that
That let
I
you know?
couldn't deem as a coincidence,
Ah,
but it must have been some divine appointment.
I see.
Yeah.
And so,
And
if it weren't divine intervention, what would be the second best explanation?
Random chance.
Okay.
It just happened.
And
Or
how
maybe
do you,
it wasn't random, but maybe it just happened.
how do
There's
you
no meaning to it.
how do you distinguish which is which?
That's a great question. And that's still honestly something I wrestle with today.
Like, do you think that anything happens by chance, or
At this point, yes and no.
okay?
Um,
So,
yeah, at this point, yes and no.
okay.
And how do you know what is which? Hard to say in the moment. It's hard to say in the moment. I think the hindsight 2020 thing is real. Like, it only makes sense looking back. But maybe that's because you give meaning to experience. But lately I've been, let's go this way. Lately I've been a little bit better in inviting the people that I trust, that know me well, that know like my tendencies, to really speak to the thing that I experience is really, chance, from myself, from God, all that. But yeah, I think it's always going to be a lifelong journey of understanding how I feel he's speaking to me, and it's never usually the same. It's hard to say in the moment, what's happening, but again, it's easier in hindsight to discern. Yeah, and every time I think I know with certainty in the moment, the thing that I think is most likely wrong when I look back at it. Yeah, does it make sense?
A little bit.
Okay. Yeah, I think, I'm trying to think of a good example.
So, I'm sorry, go ahead. Example. I want to interrupt your train of thought. Ooh, it is a warm one today. So let's say that you found out somehow, to your satisfaction, that it wasn't true. How would your life change?
That it wasn't true?
Yeah. What do you think your life would change? How would it change?
What wasn't true?
With your belief. The thing that you believe is true. If you had a magic box that answered yes or no to that question,
Yeah.
and it just said no, and you knew that the magic box was never wrong,
Yeah.
like, how would that change your life?
If this thing was true, or if this thing wasn't true, then everything that I do now, or any of this wouldn't really matter. I think
Define matter. Matter in
Yeah.
what sense? To whom? To, like, you mean in like a grander scheme, or?
I think in the most grand scheme of things, if there was no purpose to this life, then what we do, what we eat, what we drink, how we interact with people, I guess it doesn't matter, because
Okay. So you would feel like there'd be a loss in meaning in your experience
I'd
of
say
life
so. I'd say so. Yeah.
without.
Yeah, lost in
So it seems like, at the very least, regardless of whether it's true, this belief has some utility for you,
Yeah,
right?
that's
I would
fair.
say. And, there's something to be said for that. Because, I'm not sure what use there is in nihilism. Makes it difficult to function, I
Yeah.
would imagine, if nothing matters.
Well,
But I don't
Let's
think that
assume-
those are the only two options. That it doesn't have to be either nothing matters or everything matters. Like,
what's the third option, or what's the other?
things matter if you decide that they matter. You're the creator of meaning and significance by putting value in a thing,
Yeah.
such as
But why does that matter?
it matters to you, because it gives your life meaning. The same way that this belief gives your life meaning. If you believe in, say, the environment, it gives your life meaning. Or if you believe in, equality, it gives your life meaning. Like whatever people believe in, they're investing their belief in it gives their life meaning, and there's a utility in that. Because people don't like to have,
Sure.
as you've noticed, a life without meaning, right?
Sure, yeah.
Conservatory of flowers. You and I have never been inside. Shall we look in the windows?
Sure.
Yeah.
Why do you think meaning is so important to us?
Wow.
It's kind of nice, huh?
This is awesome, yeah. This is a free viewing.
Viewing window.
Yeah, why do you think we need to have meaning? Or why does meaning provide some utility to us?
Well, if you're asking me, I think that consciousness is mostly about understanding the world around you and identifying those aspects of it that you wish were different. Such as, it's too hot, I need to get in the shade, or I'm thirsty, I need to seek water, or, there's something about it that's the most important thing to you at that moment. And that's what gives your life meaning. For instance, a typical example I like to give is, say you, really? I shouldn't be dying already. Oh, probably a low battery warning. Okay. Say you work in a bottled water factory. Bottled water means nothing to you. But say you're transported out into the middle of the Sahara, suddenly that bottled water is precious, right? It's been given meaning by the context that it didn't have in the previous context. And so meaning comes from the context that the consciousness finds itself in, and what about that context it doesn't like. And so that's why a lot of existentialist philosophers say that there's sort of inherent problem with relationships, I think, because consciousness is about identifying ways that you wish things were different. In relationships, in order to be stable, you need to want them to not be different, to stay the same. But people change, I don't know. I'm kind of rambling.
What is the difference to you between meaning and value, if there is one?
I'm not sure I can identify a difference. Meaning, meaning is that which is provided by those things that we place value in.
I see.
It's what we get out of valuing things.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Let's say that you won, $20,000 in the lottery. That might be very meaningful to you, but if you were a millionaire, it wouldn't be.
Yeah.
You'd be like, guess I'll go out to dinner. It's like, context is everything as far as meaning goes.
Yeah.
If you ask me. So.
Yeah, because I also wonder too if in those examples that you gave, if you're in that Sahara and you wanted that water.
It's 3:30, you said you wanted to be back by 4.
Be back by 4, if that's okay, yeah.
Yeah, we better head back.
Yeah, I think.
But we can do a part 2 if you're down.
Yeah, sure. Let's do a part 2.
Yeah. Because a lot of people give out these little puzzle pieces. They're 3 pieces that interlock because you're meant to have multiple conversations in order to to leave them with something to think about and then pick up on it later.
Yeah.
So I would love to have another conversation with you.
Yeah.
And
yeah, that'd be awesome.
We'll try it with your hat cam. If we're going back to the car, we should probably go this way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes I think that in that example, that water is something that in that moment you find valuable. Like, I guess you could say you give it meaning because it provides some value, or it provides some sort of importance to you, right?
And the meaning of the other things that aren't the thing that you want is determined by the thing that you want. Like, for instance, like, you go into a cafe, you're looking for your friend, you know, John. You know, you see somebody who doesn't know John, irrelevant. Somebody else who doesn't know John, irrelevant. Somebody who knows John, you know, that's relevant to your purpose and your meaning. And so all of the people, their significance to you is shaped by your purpose, you know, by your desires.
Your significance to you is shaped by your purpose.
The significance to your goal. Like a mountain in your path is your path to, you know, I mean, is your goal to get somewhere, or is it to get a perspective? You know, like, it depends on what your goal is. Woo! Took the breath out. That took the breath out of me.
Well, I mean, you're carrying a 30-pound rig.
Yeah. Well, like I said, it's good exercise. Yeah, I think this Ace Pro on the switch pod's can work out pretty well, because I can get a sort of a forward view. A little bit.
Nice.
Just as we walk in. So these coincidences, they have stopped recording. Low battery. Oh, see, well, there goes the Ace Pro. I could swap the battery, but we're almost back to the car. So. Okay. Well, the other cameras are still going, so
Yeah.
that's fine.
Yeah,
And so,
huh. I think the meaning thing is pretty interesting now that I'm thinking about
But-
it. 'Cause
okay, go ahead.
I guess there is some personal fulfillment kind of utility, but I guess, is there even some physical utility that we get from meaning? Like, what's the, like, it's not, meaning is not really tangible. Like, I mean, I guess maybe we could feel a certain emotion once we've achieved the thing that we aspire to, but
Yes.
Some kind of street view?
We're doing a YouTube interview.
Oh, what?
You okay to be in it?
Oh, no, sure.
Okay.
You have so many cameras, I thought you were doing like a
a Google,
street, yeah, like a Google Street View or something.
Something like that.
you could submit it to Google and get money from it.
My YouTube channel is Intrepid Chimp if you want to check it out.
Sure.
This is Justin. He's my first solo interview. I've done about 8 or 10 interviews with someone who was training me, a mentor, if you will, who has an established YouTube channel. But now I'm on my own, so this is my first solo interview, and Justin was good enough to agree to be my victim,
Wow.
or my collaborator,
Dude,
rather.
so many cameras. I love to see it.
Mm.
Wow.
Yeah,
Incredible.
they're all Insta360.
Wow.
Yep.
Right on. That's crazy. You have every angle.
This is the Ace Pro,
That one's
Go
360.
3, and the X4 is 360.
Wow.
Yeah.
Every angle and then some.
Right on.
He's got to be somewhere before, so or else we'd stay and chat.
Awesome. Take care.
Cool, yeah, take care.
All right. Ride safe. So you say that the biggest thing that gives you confidence is knowing that he's there, and you know that he's there because of these coincidences. But you didn't, I'm not sure I heard you say how you tell the difference between a coincidence and non-coincidence, coincidence.
Yeah, the difference. Yeah, sorry, it was probably confusing when I said it.
Maybe I interrupted you or something. If you'd like to say again.
Yeah.
perhaps clarify?
Yeah, I think it always is a struggle to know
Like
how do I
before,
differentiate.
before you came to this conclusion, you probably viewed them as coincidences. So what changed
Sure,
that
yeah.
made you? Was it just the
Just being more aware.
the odds of the coincidence, the personal nature of how it affected your life, or
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's being more aware in the relationship that I have with him. Before I was completely unaware. I just live in my life. But now, like, as I am walking down this road, and as I'm praying, as I'm in community, as I'm doing things, a big part of what I want to do and how he's working is to be an active listener. Not like audibly, but sometimes audibly, sometimes visually. Maybe through the people that I interact with, maybe the things that I'm reading, maybe the things that my heart would, or my eyes would like shift to or focus on that I normally wouldn't. So I guess the awareness helps me see, at least have a more discerning eye as to, okay, is this potentially like something from God, or is this really just coincidence? Like, I never started to have that line of questioning until I decided to be more aware in my faith. And only by actively listening was able to see and map out, okay, this is how maybe God is working in my life. This is maybe how he's been working, through interactions, through whatever. This is how he's responding to prayers. And so over time, over 5 years, in the beginning, and even now, it's honestly still hard to know what is which. It is often easier to tell in hindsight what he's doing. Oh,
They don't have to run, they have to stop.
okay.
California state law. Yield to pedestrians in the crosswalk. Surprised you don't know that.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I just don't want to die.
Yeah, they have
Right.
Oh yeah, the car. It's over here. They have sting operations where they put cops in the crosswalk and see if you stop.
Oh, nice.
And then if you don't, they have someone waiting to pull you over. All right, well, I feel like that was a good start for sure.
Yeah. Get all the
I
footage.
would, for the second talk, maybe think about how the various ways that you're able to tell the difference between coincidence and let's just call it directed coincidence for the want of a better term.
Sure.
Because I think that's the most, it sounds like the most significant aspect of your belief, and so I'd like to understand how you've determined what could be a coincidence actually isn't. If you follow me.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was great. Thank you so much, Justin.
Of course.
I'm gonna actually just stop here. Stop the cameras. Because we're out of the park anyway. Oop. Oh well, these were pointed down, so they probably weren't getting anything.
Oh,
That's okay.
just the dust.
That's the beauty of having so many cameras, though. One of them's bound to get something.